Oh shit, you guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have to talk about something that is honestly making my blood boil, because if you thought you de-seen it all when it came to political corruption, wait until you get a load of what's been happening over the last few months. We are looking at an absolutely stunning revelation of just how many stock trades Donald Trump has been making while sitting in the Oval Office. And let us be real, this is not just some light portfolio management on the side. We are talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in transactions during just the first quarter of 2026. I mean, take a look at the charts. It is genuinely insane. We have got breadcrumbs everywhere pointing to what sure as hell looks like insider trading. His portfolio has been so active, it makes a day trader look like a long-term value investor, and the kicker is that these are not just random stocks. We are talking about Nvidia, Palantir, Boeing, Tesla, Apple, Meta. The list goes on and on. And while he's making these moves, he's taking these same company executives with him on official state trips to Beijing to meet President Xi. Imagine being the CEO of a massive tech giant, you re on Air Force One, you re-chatting up the president. And meanwhile, his portfolio is moving in sync with the very policies he has pushing it. It's just so brazen. It is so in your face that you literally cannot even make this stuff up. I've got plenty of smoke for Nancy Pelosi and the congressional insiders who have been gaming the system for years. But this is a whole different level. This is an entirely new stratosphere of corruption. And look, the Trump Organization will tell you that these holdings are in fully discretionary accounts managed by third parties. But let us stop pretending. There is no such thing as a blind trust when you are the most powerful person on the planet. We have known this since the days of LBJ, who was literally running his financial empire from a secret phone line in the Oval Office. It's a total farce. And honestly, this is exactly why I've always advocated for a total ban on all trading for government officials. Because when you have the power to greenlight mergers, block regulations, or hand out massive government contracts, you shouldn't even be allowed to look at a ticker symbol, let alone trade it. It's about the optics, it's about the reality of human nature, and frankly, it's about the fact that your personal financial interest will always, and I mean always, cloud your judgment. Think about Intel, for instance. The government just took a 10% stake in that company this year. A move that was 100% Trump's decision. And oh, guess who happened to have 6 major transactions related to Intel right around that time? It's like a neon sign pointing at the conflict. And Boeing, my God, the Boeing situation is just wild. We have a deal struck in China to buy 200 planes, and right at the same time, the special envoy, who, by the way, has ties to Epstein, is out there telling people that if they want access to the president, they should just go ahead and buy Boeing stock. I mean, are you kidding me? It is the simplest thing in the world. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. And let's not forget the crypto scheme, which is probably the largest source of corrupt dealings we've seen in decades. It's become the go-to way for billionaires and foreign actors to buy influence. You just pump the price of his crypto, you prop up the value, and boom, you have a seat at the table. It's world. Historic levels of grift. And honestly, it's happening while the country feels like it's being run by a group of people who are treating the whole thing like a reality show joyride. Take Kash Patel, for example. The man is supposedly running the FBI, but he's out there snorkeling at Pearl Harbor, using Navy SEALs as his personal escort in the vicinity of a sacred tomb where 900 sailors and Marines still rest. And for what? A VIP tour. I mean, if you've ever been to the Arizona Memorial, you know how somber that place is. It's a place for silence, for reflection. Not a place to go chug beers and act like you on vacation. And then he has the audacity to be a hypocrite about travel expenses, complaining about his predecessor taking a government jet while he's out there living his best life on the taxpayer. Dime, it is just clownish. And it's pathetic, and it's exactly why people are losing faith in the entire system. And don't even get me started on the pay to play media deals. I mean, the wife of a top White House advisor getting a massive podcasting deal from a media giant that is currently begging the administration for approval on a $111 billion merger. I mean, really, we going to pretend this is about her podcasting talent? I went and looked at the numbers, and they are not exactly blowing the roof off the place. They getting a fraction of the reach that independent media outlets get. But they signing $1 million checks because the executives want influence, they want a back channel. And it has absolutely nothing to do with market-based reality. It is all about buying proximity to power. And meanwhile, you have the Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy taking 7 months off to film a reality show with his family, right when the airports are a disaster, right when the cost of travel is absolutely insane. I mean, I am seeing summer fares that are just straight up predatory. If you not wealthy, you basically locked out of the summer, and this guy is just taking an extended vacation. It's just so insane. And the reason it feels like a blip is because the whole administration is just so chaotic and lawless that we've become desensitized to it. We re-jumping from one scandal to the next, from insider trading to war, mongering to creating shitcoins. It's like survival mode for the average person. And you know, when you in survival mode, you have to be sharper than ever. You cannot afford to be naive about where these people are putting their money or where they are trying to push yours. That is why I tell you guys all the time, don't follow the hype, follow the incentives, follow the money, because while they out there on social media tweeting about warfighting capabilities or boasting about their latest deal, they also clicking buttons on their brokerage accounts that benefit them personally. It is a game of 4D chess. And unfortunately, most people don't even realize they the ones paying for the board. So here is the reality check. We have to demand transparency. We have to demand an end to this revolving door of influence. But until then, you have to shield yourself. You have to focus on your own financial independence. You have to keep your eyes open. Because the people who are supposed to be serving you are the ones who are busy serving themselves. It's a hard truth, but it's the only one that matters. And if you out there feeling like the deck is stacked against you, you rewrite it is. But that doesn't mean you can navigate it. It just means you have to be smarter. You have to be more disciplined, and you have to stop trusting the narrative that's coming out of the mouthpieces on the evening news. Look at the filings. Look at the contracts. Look at the history. The data doesn't lie, even if the politicians do. And honestly, the fact that we're seeing this now in 2026, it should be a massive wake-up call to anyone who cares about the future of this country. We are witnessing the erosion of trust in real time, and it's being fueled by greed. And if you think it's going to stop on its own, you wrong. It is only going to stop when people stop playing the game by their rules. When we start looking at the alternative, when we start supporting independent voices who actually care about the truth instead of the paycheck. I mean, look at what's happening in the markets. Look at how easily they can manipulate the perception of a company's value just by having an executive on a plane to Beijing. It's not a market anymore. It's a manipulated landscape. And you have to be able to read the room, you have to be able to see the play before it happens. And that's what we trying to do here. We trying to connect the dots, we trying to show you how these pieces fit together. Because if you don't have a map, you just going to get lost in the noise. And right now, there is more noise than ever. There is more chaos than ever. And there is more at stake than ever, so stay sharp, keep your head on a swivel, and never ever underestimate how far these people will go to protect their own interests. I am not saying this to scare you, I am saying this to empower you, because knowledge is the only shield you have in a world that's being run by people who frankly couldn't care less about your bottom line. They out there playing their games, they out there lining their pockets, and they counting on you to be too distracted, too busy, or too tired to pay attention, but you are paying attention. And that's the first step to winning. So let us keep pushing, let us keep digging, let us keep calling this stuff out. Because at the end of the day, the truth is the most powerful asset you have, and they can take that away from you unless you let them. So take a deep breath, look at your own situation, reassess your positions, and don't let them drag you into the mud with them. Stay focused on your goals, stay focused on your family, and stay focused on building something that they can break, because they will break anything they can get their hands on. They break the norms, they break the laws, and they break the markets if it means they get a little bit more. So don't give them the satisfaction of getting you rattled. Stay cool, stay calculated, and peace. Did this narrative script hit the tone and pace you were looking for, or should we adjust the intensity for the next one?